All right, folks, it is December 16th, 2024, and we have RLUSD going live tomorrow, okay? So we have less than 24 hours to prepare for the RLUSD stablecoin issued by Ripple on the XRP ledger and on Ethereum too. Got to have that interoperability, and let's get some of that liquidity coming our way, right? Let's get some more liquidity into the XRP ledger ecosystem. Excuse me. Now, just want to say, what we've done so far in the meme coin space has been very cute, seeing a little bit more liquidity kind of moving and coming in here to the XRP Ledger ecosystem. We've gotten some of our meme coins up to, I think, $80 million market cap, which is fantastic. I think we really need to celebrate that. But what we're going to be celebrating here today is, and what we're going to see here today, is what happens when you set the standard for stable coins and when institutional utility and liquidity arrives on the XRP ledger in a massive way. Everything that Ripple does sets the standard, right? With XRP, the way it was issued, a better Bitcoin, the way that this Ripple company has expanded, right? Really setting the standard in the space in so many different ways. And here what we're seeing right now with RLUSD going live, XRP's already starting to pump on this news. Folks don't know where RLUSD is going to be listed, where it's going to be at, and I'm going to tell you here in this episode. We're going to give you the update here, and we have. I did the video the other day, 5 frequently asked questions. I've been trying to answer all of your guys' questions about RLUSD, but I just want to show you guys this moment here. Nobody even really knows where to get it yet, where it's going to be at, but everybody's losing their minds buying XRP. And we're watching XRP pump right now all the way up to about $2.60, dang near. We're going to take a look here at the chart. We see the XRP went up to about 258. So back up here, breaking out, setting a new higher high, and we'll probably come back down, cool off a little bit. The initial news spreading in the last hour. This is breaking news, RLUSD going live. Want to give a shout out to the super chats here. I do see we had someone share, XRP Sailor had shared a super chat there. Will RLUSD affect Ripple's market cap? I have linked to. Oh, you betcha. I'm assuming you're talking about the Ripple company. You betcha. Guys, this is an absolute joke. You can buy Ripple at an implied valuation of less than 10 billion on Link2 when it was available. I think the Link2 is actually there's a little supply shortage on Ripple stock as a matter of fact. And we can talk about supply shortage too. David Schwartz commenting on how when RLUSD initially launches, there could be a supply shortage that causes the price of RLUSD to go up. There are people that are willing to pay 1,000 XRP for a fraction of an RLUSD just to have it, I guess, right? I wouldn't pay that much for one RLUSD, but there's some people, once again, decentralized, open, permissionless. If somebody wants to pay 1,000 XRP for part of an RLUSD, then God bless you. Go ahead. And maybe they just want to be able to say that they're the first person to get RLUSD. But folks, what we're seeing right now, before we even have, we have speculation and we've tried to break down kind of what RLUSD is going to be used for. And we've explained it, and Ripple has a nice post here that we're going to go through. But the point being, what's been happening with XRP is just simply more buyers than sellers are showing up here once again. And I saw somebody commented yesterday and said XRP's on life support. That's how they described XRP, on life support. I mean, it's incredible to see the sentiment of just chilling at about $2.30 to $2.50 for 2 weeks. What that has done, how we've gotten impatient here once again. And for some of us that have been in this space for 6 years, we just can't help ourselves but laugh, right? To think, oh my gosh, and even I'm feeling it too. I'm guilty of this feeling as well too. I'm like, wait, what was happening here? We were rocking and rolling. Let's keep it moving. Let's go, right? And we see XRP just hanging out here for a couple weeks sideways. But we have to remember, we have to pinch ourselves and remind ourselves that we're now at the $2.50 price range. And on just a moment's notice, any news that's now hitting XRP, it is impacting price. Remember years and years of partnerships and adoption and a document and a riddle and a date. And XRP, maybe, wick up and then come back down, or they dump on us on that day. Now when we're getting positive news about XRP and Ripple, it is impacting price as normally would happen with a stock, an asset, a cryptocurrency, right? And so the interesting thing to me is that we're still waiting here for RLUSD to go live, but folks are front running XRP. They're trying to front run RLUSD. And as I've been saying, this is the XRP go viral moment. We didn't have any DeFi capabilities. We were involved in this lawsuit. Nobody's paying attention. Everybody can ignore us, and nobody's going to be at fault for ignoring us because the price didn't reflect the fundamentals that we were seeing on a daily basis. And I'm starting with this opening rant to acknowledge the new reality that we are in. More buyers than sellers are showing up, and it's just that simple. It's really that simple. There's more buyers than sellers showing up, and even upon the pullback to $2, you got two chances, two stabs, less than maybe an hour total between the 2 days where we wick down below to acquire XRP below $2 before we shoot up here back again. XRP absolutely taking off in the past month, garnering the attention of the entire space. In fact, I was listening to David Lin and Gareth Soloway last night. Gareth Soloway was on David Lin's show, and Gareth Soloway's given David Lin the update on crypto and Bitcoin and everything that's taking place, and he right away has to acknowledge that Ripple's doing really well. No, okay, this is not Ripple doing really well, even though Ripple's doing fantastic, and Ripple continues to build and expand, but it's XRP, right? XRP has done incredible over the past month, up over nearly 500%. And so you got folks that are traditional finance guys, you got traditional traders, mainstream crypto bros, mainstream news like CBS and CNBC, 60-minute segment, right? Mainstream media having to acknowledge it, everyone having to acknowledge XRP. And this wasn't, we pump it up and we come back down. We are holding $2. And to me, that is just an incredible feat coming from the past 6-7 years that we've been holding this asset. Now we're getting the bombs dropping like RLUSD going live tomorrow. So without further ado, let's break down what this means. Let's deep dive RLUSD, what's coming here. I want to give you guys an opportunity to ask questions, comments on RLUSD going live and the broader impact for XRP. Does XRP go to $589 tomorrow upon RLUSD going live? No. No, we're not expecting that. But what you are seeing right now is the speculation pump on this news taking place. Here's another look at the chart, back up to $2.53, basically $2.52, and we went all the way up to $2.58. More TA coming later. Let's go to CoinMarketCap and refresh it. You'll see that XRP in a nice lead here on the 3 spot from Tether at 140. And look at Solana bleed. Look at Solana struggle. Wow. I mean, what's going on there over on Solana? Down to 218. The market cap is down to 104. That's looking not so good. With Tether up here at 140 billion market cap, XRP at 144 billion. We still have a long ways to go to catch up to Ethereum, but it can happen in the blink of an eye. With Bitcoin now at a new all-time high, starting to soak back up some more liquidity. I was watching it yesterday. Now we're watching it here again today. Bitcoin back up to new all-time highs as we speak. Let's get a full chart here. There we go, Bitcoin. On the 4-hour chart here, you see yesterday we topped out at 106.6, and here we are at 107, just got hit. 107 just got hit on your Bitcoin. If you guys haven't already, please make sure you guys have liked this video, subscribed, and hit that notification bell. We're just getting started. I'm only on my second cup of coffee here. And this is going to be the RLUSD launch party going live tomorrow with RLUSD. Pump alert on XRP. Already shot up to 260, cooling off while we let Bitcoin run a little bit here. But the strength on display from Bitcoin and XRP, we are running this bull run right now. Now, here's the official announcement. The wait is over. RLUSD launches globally tomorrow. Ripple USD is an enterprise grade, and this is important. The name here, the official name is Ripple USD, going by the ticker RL USD, is an enterprise grade stablecoin built on trust, utility, and compliance, available starting December 17th. That's tomorrow on MoonPay, Uphold, CoinMina, Bitso, and Archax, and more coming soon. You guys know that I have Uphold as one of my exchange affiliates listed down below of the description of this video or at my website, zachrector.com. Now, in addition, Sheila Bair, David Puth, and Chris Larson, right? That's already who we got on the Ripple Stablecoin Advisory Board. We are now welcoming Raghuram Rajan, former Reserve Bank of India governor. Yep, that would be a central bank over there in India. Raghuram Rajan, welcome to the team. And then we're going to finish off the roster here with Kenneth Montgomery, former first VP and COO, Federal Reserve Bank of Boston. Hello, a team like no other. And that's Ripple. That's not me, guys. A team like no other. That's Ripple. I'm not even hyping this thing up anymore. Ripple's now starting to get us a little excited. Why RLUSD? Fully backed by US dollar deposits, US government bonds, and other cash equivalents with monthly third-party audits. How about that? We're about to set the standard over here. Transparency, compliance, and truth. Not built upon lies like Bitcoin and Tether. Fully backed by US dollar deposits, US government bonds, and other cash equivalents with monthly third-party audits. And oh, by the way, they can hold that collateral at their own trust company. With multi-chain supports, obviously starting on the XRP ledger and Ethereum, more probably to come. Built for cross-border payments, DeFi integration, and bridging between fiat and crypto, RLUSD is a step forward toward the future of finance. Monica Long, the release of RLUSD marks a new chapter, both for the XRP ledger as well as Ripple, for use in our 70 billion payment flows. Okay, Monica. We see you. 70 big ones, you say? 70 billion. 70 billion is a drop in the bucket compared to where we are going, folks. It's a little trickle compared to the flood of liquidity that is about to come to the XRP ledger. It's almost a joke, but we have to acknowledge the success. Like I said, we got a meme coin to 70 million. Yay! XRP family pumping memes to 70 million. Ripple moving 70 billion. Yeah, that's, the adults in the room have some business to conduct on the XRP ledger. Make way. We got memes and we got institutional liquidity. But like I said, even to the tune of 70 billion, we're talking about moving trillions on these systems. And there's two factors. There's how much value is going to be stored on the ledger and how much value is going to flow on the ledger. And it's a simple equation that we use to look at all reserve currencies. That's what makes them reserves, is that you have a factor of holding it as a store of value, treasury bills, just holding bank and account, holding cash under your mattress, and then the flow, the use in trade, right? And so what we're going to see here, like I said, we're already starting to see billions of dollars of trading of XRP and on the XRP ledger, but we're moving towards trillions. That's flows of liquidity. What we're also going to be watching here is the amount of value that gets put on this ledger. And we want to see both, because if you just put the value represented on ledger, you might not necessarily get much of an impact on price. But when you get the impact on price, that comes from the flows. That's the dynamic here with RLUSD. You have to understand, folks ask, is this going to be a negative? Is this going to take away from XRP? No, this is liquidity that otherwise would not be on the XRP ledger. This is how we get that liquidity on the XRP ledger. And every single transaction uses XRP to settle. Every single one. Obviously, the transactions and the issuance on Ethereum will be paying Ethereum gas fees. RLUSD is going to, I don't want to say it's going to suck, but relative to RLUSD on the XRP ledger, it will suck because it's on Ethereum. Nothing against RLUSD. It's just on Ethereum, it's the experience is not going to be what it is on the XRP ledger, and you guys know that yourselves. Once again, This is why we're seeing memes actually come to the XRP ledgers, because now we have the toolkits. People can actually do stuff here on the XRP ledger, NFTs, AMM, memes, and folks are coming over from Solana because it's way better over here. In similar fashion, the banks and the institutions, we're trying to get their liquidity over here too. We're not working on that. Ripple's been working on that. And that's the power of this XRP story, this XRP ecosystem, this XRP family. See, now that we're done fighting for our lives against the SEC, we can put down the shield, we can put down the sword, and we can be the XRP family and the XRP builders. The XRP community can start building in compliance. And once again, RLUSD is going to have a level of compliance that Tether and Circle don't have, approval by the New York Department of Financial Services. And then XRP obviously has the legal clarity that nobody else has in the entire space. So a unique setup, a competitive advantage, and a value proposition here of an XRP ledger that's going to be the best source of liquidity, and a all-star team that includes former members of the Federal Reserve, Bank of Boston, the central bank from India, along with Sheila Bair. She used to be, what was that, Treasury? I forget where she was at, right? But folks, take a look at this one from Neatsbucks. Ripple adds one advisor who was the head of India's central bank, then was the VP of the Bank of International Settlements, the BIS, and another who was a VP at the Federal Reserve in Boston to an already robust advisory board. This is not normal. RLUSD on XRP Ledger and Ripple are the standard. And that's what I've been saying too, right? Now, this is the blog post here that Ripple put out announcing that RLUSD is going live tomorrow. And I just wanted to scroll down here to the use cases. I just wanted to show you guys here. Let me zoom in on this real quick. Right there are use cases for RLUSD. Yeah, somebody in the comments there, thank you. FDIC is where Blair's from. That's right. We got so many connections, right? You gotta be reminded on some of these. Key RLUSD partners include leading global exchanges, market makers, and payment providers, which will drive adoption and usage across the Americas, Asia Pacific, UK, and Middle East regions. RLUSD is ideal for financial use cases and allows institutions to facilitate instant settlement of cross-border payments, access liquidity for remittance and treasury operations, seamlessly integrate with DeFi protocols, reliably bridge between traditional fiat currencies and the crypto ecosystem, ensuring a seamless and efficient transition when entering on-ramping or exiting off-ramping the crypto space. These are the on-ramp and off-ramp highways that are being built right now, right? Absolutely critical. In full compliance, clawback enabled, and then as soon as we get the amendment for AMM clawbacks, the RLUSD token will be able to be added to the AMMs as well. Now, the last reason is to provide collateralization for trading tokenized real-world assets such as commodities, securities, and treasuries on-chain. This allows our DeFi to explode. It is not as feasible to use XRP in DeFi as it is a stablecoin. The reason why is you don't want highly volatile assets. So as it sits right now, we need RLUSD. It's going to be a much better option for DeFi on the XRP ledger. Of course, XRP will work fine too, but the main problem is it's just so volatile. So you could easily be under collateralized or over collateralized if we see XRP pump up. And then depending on the DeFi protocol, you got your XRP locked up in a DeFi protocol that maybe you can't get out, and you might be over collateralized if XRP pumps up to 510 or $500. So it's hard to use a very volatile asset in a DeFi setting, whereas RLUSD is going to be preferred and is the solution that we need here on the XRP ledger. Now, once again, this allows for retail to use, RLUSD for DeFi applications. But where Ripple is going to be focusing their business is on holding the hands of the existing banks and institutions to get them on board the XRP ledger. Now, they've been using this model of basically getting folks to start using DLT technology, using Bitcoin and even Tether. They've been using Tether in some of their payment flows because they didn't have a stablecoin option and folks wanted to use Tether. Their clients wanted to use Tether. So folks were shocked, and even I was like, oh, wow, I didn't think about this. But when it came out with Liquidity Hub, and then Liquidity Hub went away. But basically now it's just Ripple payments. They've wrapped everything together into Ripple payments. Some of it uses XRP, not all of it uses XRP. We found out some of it was using Tether. Well, that's no longer going to be the case, right? Now with RLUSD here, we have a reliable stablecoin in the XRP Ledger ecosystem. And these are flows of payments, right, that can be domestically within the United States. So we always focused on XRP for cross-border payments, but what you have to understand is that RLUSD can be flowing inside of the states, right? Payment flows within this country. All of that's burning XRP, locking up XRP through all of those transactions, just destroying and getting rid of more XRP through all of those flows that we weren't expecting when we were first learning about XRP and focused on cross-border payments, right? And where this goes is not just payment flows within the US. Obviously, we've been expanding payment flows outside of the US on the cross-border payments, and Ripple's on-demand liquidity product available in over 70 plus countries now, right? They're adding all of these corridors. But what we're also going to see is more tokenization. Like they said here, this is one of the main uses, is when you can tokenize some form of off-chain value in a stablecoin versus in XRP. Once again, all of our DeFi capabilities and functionality is just now arriving. We only got NFTs a couple years ago. We only got our AMM this year. Now it's the perfect timing as our case is concluding, new administrations coming in, new SEC coming in. We're already in full compliance with the law of the land on our side and with basically the gold standard of financial regulators within the states, the New York Department of Financial Services. That's the standard right there. And we get to go live right in the middle of this bull run with our DeFi ecosystem, right? This is perfect. We are launching our systems right in the middle of a bull run. A lot of crypto projects aren't building and don't launch until bull runs. A lot of folks don't want to do anything during the bear market. And then, obviously some projects do, and 9 out of 10 businesses fail. And you guys know that how that story goes, right? But the point being, we couldn't ask for better timing. Of course, I would have loved to see XRP get to the price levels we're at now a few years ago. But here we are now. And as you look at all the stars aligning yesterday, and by the way, guys, sorry for no video yesterday. I took the family to Leavenworth, Washington, which is Christmastown. If you guys look it up online, look up Leavenworth, Christmastown, or Leavenworth, Washington, and you'll see what it's all about. So I did a little weekend trip up there, and so I didn't have a video for yesterday, and I wasn't able to get any. I was just enjoying some family time and took a day off. So my apologies for no video yesterday, but on the way back, I'm driving back home, and we go over the pass, Cascade Mountains, right, coming back down onto the west side of Washington. Turn back around and I see that big full moon cresting over the Cascades. And it was one of the brightest and biggest moons I've seen. Yeah, it was just beautiful, coming right up over, rising over the Cascade Mountains. And then at the very same time, on the whole ride home, I'm having wifey hit the refresh for me as we check the charts and we watch Bitcoin soar to a new all-time high, right? And so my apologies for no video yesterday, but I'm glad to come here live this morning as we get the announcement of RLUSD going live and we finally start to see XRP start to move. Yesterday, I put out the tweet. I said, okay, Bitcoin's back up to all-time high. It's moving. Here's where that next push for XRP to $3 comes next. Sure enough, here we get the announcement, RLUSD, to build upon Bitcoin hitting a new all-time high. Big old full moon, and now we got Bitcoin hitting new highs again, and Ripple announces RLUSD going live. The initial pump here, let's take a full measurement. Yesterday, we back tested to 233 in the middle of the night, and then you see here, so initial swing here of about 10, almost 11% for XRP, cooling off slightly. And I think that what we're going to see here, this crypto space, I think, is ready to blast off again to another leg up in the alt season, as long as Bitcoin can hold and as long as we don't get black swanned. That's basically where our market's at. The market is at a point where it's just going to be up and to the right. Higher we go, until we get black swanned, until some major catalyst happens in these markets, and then we're going to get smacked. I mean, and I've been saying that we deserve to get smacked. We're pumping Fartcoin to a market cap that's more valuable than 80% of publicly traded US companies. So, this week we get the Fed interest rate decision, and what we deserve is for Jerome Powell to probably raise rates by 500 basis points or 5% on us. I mean, we deserve to get punished for our behavior. But in other regards, what we're starting to see, and it's actually beautiful to see, is that folks are recognizing the real value on XRP. And that's why we're running this bull run now. And I've started to say that now, and I'm saying that with confidence because other than XLM has more gains and meme coins have more gains. But other than that, we're running this right now. Sui is another one. I'll give credit to Sui. Sui's had a really good run, but they haven't been around for 10 years. There's a difference between being around for 10 years, actually 12 years, and being the new kid on block and pumping up 800%, which is incredible. I'm not taking anything away from Sui. I'm just saying, when you look at this space and where the attention's at, it's XRP. It's not even close. A lot of folks do have XLM as well too, but the attention is, all focused, all eyes are on XRP right now, and for good reason. Big whale movements happening, preparations for RLUSD, preparations for the next pump, 800 million XRP transferred from Binance to an unknown wallet, nearly $2 billion worth of XRP right there. From Binance to an unknown wallet. Another 120 million XRP moved from Binance to an unknown wallet. Right, so you have over 920 million, almost a billion XRP moved from Binance to an unknown wallet. And what you have to understand is on these exchanges, they have many different wallets, many different cold storage wallets. And so sometimes when you see a shortage on these exchanges of XRP, it's because they're holding some in offline cold storage. They're not in basically the hot vaults, right? It's like at the bank teller, right? The vault's locked up, and that's where they keep these big reserves of XRP. And then when their tellers get drained of XRP, that's when they have to go back to the vault. And so I don't know if that's what this is. I don't know what this is. But the point being, you have almost 900 million XRP moving around here on Binance right now. I mean, that's almost a billion XRP moving around. There's no more games being played here, guys. That's the point. Like, it's game on. It's lock-in season for the XRP community, the XRP family. It's time to get building. It's time to get focused. We got to have a plan here. XRP is on the move. XRP's holding $2. Even just doing that's something to celebrate. I know we want to pump to $3. I know we want to pump to all-time highs, but we're holding the number 3 spot. We're holding $2. Now our stablecoin's going live, and we got a list of more DeFi capabilities and developments and bullish catalysts behind that. This party is just getting started. If you guys haven't already, please make sure you guys have liked this video and help us out by sharing the stream out far and wide. Thank you so much. I have 2 more points to share, and then we're going to go into Q&A. I appreciate you guys for stopping by this morning. Anchorage Digital. We are excited to announce that the New York State Department of Financial Services has approved our subsidiary, Anchorage Digital, New York LLC, for a BIT license. The addition of BIT license regulated trading means Anchorage Digital can offer institutions in New York State secure and cost-efficient trading with a new level of efficiency with full capabilities expected in early 2025. Excuse me. So they're going live now in New York, right? Regulated trading means Anchorage Digital can offer institutions in New York State secure and cost-efficient trading with a new level of efficiency with full capabilities expected in early 2025. A regulatory pioneer, Anchorage Digital has one of the only agency trading desks to receive a BIT license from the NYDFS. Our agency trading desk enables New York domiciled clients to take advantage of deep liquidity and cost-effective trading from a regulated entity. Receiving a BIT license is a major step forward for Anchorage Digital and the new digital asset industry as a whole. Bringing regulated and efficient crypto trading to clients based in New York marks the latest in our journey to build the best regulatory and technical stack for institutions in crypto. This is Nathan McCauley, CEO and co-founder of Anchorage Digital. Now, what's beautiful right now is that all of this is getting set up, and eventually I believe that we're going to have, institutional grade custody will almost become a standard offering for almost everybody. Almost every exchange will have to offer a level of custody, to that level. Right now, Anchorage Digital, they have minimums, and many of these platforms have minimums on institutional grade custody. The only exchange that I found so far, and they're really, not even an exchange, they're more of a prime broker dealer. Prime broker would be Caleb and Brown. And so I just started to work with them, and I was pretty surprised when they told me that they have institutional grade custody with no limits. So everybody on that platform gets access to that. We've also noted how Uphold brought forward their new program, Uphold Vault. That's been a big success, where you get to hold a couple keys, they hold a key, together you secure the wallet. That's a very successful project that they did there. And what you're seeing now with Anchorage Digital, but once again, in this traditional financial world, who gets the jump start? Regulated financial institutions based out in New York. So, New York Wall Street firms, they're the ones that are going to get institutional grade custody, while us over here in retail, we're having to go to this exchange and that exchange. And especially if you go to buy some of these other cryptos that aren't listed on tier 1 exchanges, you're having to go to all these random weird exchanges to just get some of these cryptos. And then when it comes to storing them, we've always been big fans of, the old adage of not your keys, not your crypto. And so using, wallet solutions that you get to control the keys. So cold storage solutions, or even wallets like Zamin for the XRP ledger, holding your XRP and interacting with the XRP ledger. We love Zamin because you get to hold your keys and you get to access the XRP ledger directly from that wallet. It is a hot wallet though. Key point. And then obviously cold storage solutions for long-term holdings, or, institutional grade custody platforms like this are starting to come around, and Anchorage getting this is just massive for where we're going. And what I hope for, like I said, is that we get to a place where everybody gets access. Institutional grade just becomes the standard for everybody. I hope that we can get to that point here soon. But in the meantime, tremendous to see Anchorage going forward with that and getting that approval from the NYDFS. Now, one more point, then we go to Q&A. Cassie Trades here with the XRP update on the technical analysis. XRP continues to range on low volume. Now on day 6 within this subwave, I'm still counting this as a subwave 2 and believe we've already hit the deepest levels for this wave. At this point, it's all about waiting for volume to kick in and really get XRP moving. The targets for subwave 3 haven't changed. Wave 3 is often paired with major news to drive maximum participation. Now, did she call this or what? Now, this post was originally put out at 5:26 a.m. my time. So that was 8:30 a.m. Eastern. That was 4 hours ago when this tweet was put out. Okay. And so the timing of this tweet and this call was just perfect, right? Wave 3 is often paired with major news to drive maximum participation. We just got the news that RL USD is going live tomorrow. With a new week starting, there's a strong chance we could see some big news for XRP today or tomorrow. Gosh, I mean, you can't get better on a call than this. Wave 3 typically targets the 1618 extension, but should extend to the 2.618 or the 3618 or beyond. Elliott wave theory gives us a solid guide, but the market determines just how bullish things will get. Next major wave is still targeting XRP's previous all-time high, an absolute critical moment. Breaking all-time high with force is key to confirming the next stage of this bullish cycle. One more thing. Bitcoin has reached its 0.618 extension for its 5th wave. This could be the perfect time for XRP and other alts to take the spotlight. And we definitely have made that move. And you see, so the 0.618 is a price level of 264. So $2.64 is where we could be approaching. Obviously, we went up to $2.58 this morning. And so it looks like we might be starting that next move back higher. and she has a 118 fib level at 245. So that, has been holding support pretty steadily, right? We really have been holding these levels really well. You see this range that we were trading in for the last 2 weeks. It was just great support. Folks don't understand this. And I want to make a point too. While we're still trading in an environment without institutional utility live and flowing at scale, this TA does still apply to the current levels in trading that's happening because it's not institutional liquidity, it's not institutional utility. I know that some folks think that we should just throw TA completely out the window. And, for the most part, I don't spend too much time on the TA. You guys know that. But while we're moving over the past month, I've been covering it more so that we can track the levels that we're going to range at and so that you can get better entry points while we consolidate and trade and have these pullbacks. And so this is why, we were watching it, is so that we could sound the alarm about the massive buy wall at $2 XRP price. That's why we went and back tested, double tapped it, and then shot off once again back up here to $2.60 nearly. And now we're moving once again. And in Cassie trades, man, her calls over the past couple of weeks have been just dialed in, spot on, directly over the target. But like I said, once we get to institutional utility down the road, I don't think that we're talking about a few bucks. I don't think we're talking about and even at that point, price could start to stabilize as we get to a much, much higher price. The swings on Bitcoin are much less dramatic than all of the altcoins, and XRP, I believe, will achieve that level of stability at a certain price point down the road. But for now, while we're still trading in this range in a speculative era with institutions, just starting to dip their toes into this, the technical analysis kind of just shows us where we're going to range at. Can you predict exactly? Not really, but clearly Cassie Trades has some analysis there. So a huge shout to her. And like I showed here on the chart, when you look at where she's got the targets, we're going to over $3. The targets that she's talking about take us up there over a few bucks. Okay. Now, with that being said, I'm going to take a look around and see if there's anything else. Bitcoin is back above 107. I want to do Q&A though, so start dropping your comments, questions down below. Loving the chat here this morning. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. If you are on X, I cannot see your comments. So if you want to slide on over to the YouTube stream, I can read the comments. Looks like XRP Sailor dropped another super chat. I like how you weave Trump, would be so proud. XRP Sailor, appreciate you, my friend. Very exciting moment. Very exciting moment. Let's take a look here. This overall cryptocurrency market cap is at 3.76 trillion. So we have about 2 weeks to go, right? December 16th. We have a couple weeks to go for the overall cryptocurrency space to hit that 5 trillion market cap prediction that Brad Garlinghouse had for us. Now, while Bitcoin is running right now, really what we're seeing is XRP chilled off here at $2.51 right now for XRP. Bitcoin running. This is the 15-minute chart. I'm zooming in here. And then XRP full 10%, almost 11% swing from yesterday's lows to the highs that we just hit of $2.58. And I want to see what we hit on Coinbase. What did we hit on Coinbase? On Coinbase, we hit nearly 259. We were a little bit closer to 259 on Coinbase. I like to watch these different exchanges just to get an idea, of the arbitrage that's taking place between the exchanges. 107,000 Bitcoin at new all-time highs right now. That's incredible. Okay, guys, reading your guys' comments and questions right now. Please drop them down below. Thoughts on VET? I'm not invested. It probably will still have a good run. Probably will still do something this bull run. I'm not invested though. The use case to me doesn't necessarily need a token, and I try to stay away from investing in projects that are based on use cases that don't absolutely need a token. QR logistics tracking, you don't necessarily need a token tied to value to do that. You don't even necessarily need a token at all. So that's why the vet play. But once again, these coins can run on narratives. So it doesn't matter necessarily what I think about the viability of some of these coins and their utility over the next 5 to 10 years from retail pumping. I mean, retail pump Fartcoin to being more valuable than 80% of publicly traded stocks. Thoughts on Chainlink? Chainlink's had a really good run. Yeah, Chainlink's had a really good run. Do you ever think about being a politician? Ivan, good to see you. Yes, down the road. Not right now. Not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. We have way too much work to do. And you can still have, you can get plenty of things done from the outside. New here, what possible price could XRP get to soon? Big sell wall at $3, but we easily could move to $3 here soon. Easily. Once Bitcoin cools off, guys, we got to let Bitcoin do its run. Bitcoin, and you know what's hilarious, guys? There's no good news today for Bitcoin. I mean, I'll check here, but there's no good news on Bitcoin today. There's nothing. The moon is full. The moon is full, and RL USD is going live tomorrow. And now the whole space is pumping. This is why I've been saying that XRP is leading this bull run. The moon is full, and RL USD is going live. Is there any other reason why Bitcoin's going up today? Are we running this thing up before the Fed makes their decision? Most likely, I'm expecting them to do another 25 basis point rate cut because that's what folks are expecting, and they can get away with it. And then I'm expecting that to be the last one. One more rate cut. It won't look political. And basically, he gets to hand this thing off to Trump and say, good luck, God bless. I brought rates back down to the average, but the average that we're at right now, about 4% for the Fed funds rate, is going to be, twice as much as it was during the past 4 years, back in 2020 when we dropped interest rates back down to zero. And really over the past decade, where we had the lowest interest rates in the last 5,000 years. And you heard me right, relatively speaking, the lowest interest rates in the last 5,000 years. It was a participation trophy economy. Now rates are back up to 4%, which is the average if you look over the past 50, 60 years. A 4% Fed funds rate's average, but we're not used to participating at that level. You hand that back off to Trump, and you let him sort out trade deals and tariffs, inflationary pressures potentially, along with other headwinds that this new administration will be facing, like drones, aliens, whatever we're doing. The peaceful transition of power included an alien invasion. I put out that tweet yesterday. I said, I guess what they meant by the peaceful transition of power was aliens. Got it. Let's see if we can do this real quick here. Can we see this? Okay, we got to push it back. I've really been enjoying doing the bringing out the whiteboard again for you guys. So I'm just gonna show this real quick. I'm just gonna run through it real quick. But these were the frequently asked questions about RLUSD, and we have confirmation it's going live tomorrow. So, first off, what's it backed by? It's not backed by gold. It's not backed by XRP. It's backed by cash equivalents, and treasuries. The collateral can be held at standard custody, and I believe that it will be. I haven't seen anything to suggest otherwise. So basically, Ripple has in-house custody, which separates them from Circle and Tether, which have to rely on banks and other institutions to hold that collateral. And now, should be mentioned too, that RLUSD can also be backed by XRP or gold or whatever Ripple wanted to back it by down the road. Like, anything's possible, guys. But once again, there's no reason to at this point. It will be fully collateralized, backed by cash equivalents, and treasuries. There's really no need at this point to back it by a gold or XRP. If they want to do other currencies, if they wanted to do a gold stablecoin, if they wanted to do, something else, they could, right? But there's no need to. It will be available on centralized exchanges. We already ran through the list, and maybe I can share that list for you guys again. And then you can get it directly from Ripple if you're an institution. So institutions, exchanges, they'll be able to get RLUSD directly from Ripple. And otherwise, we'll be looking to get it on the centralized exchanges that have it listed. And then as long as we have the ability to take it off of the centralized exchanges, we'll be able to send it to our wallet, and then we'll be able to use it on the DEX in the decentralized exchange that's built into the XRP ledger. Now, we have no official confirmation on any interest or APY, fees that we're going to collect for holding RLUSD. But what we can anticipate is about 4 to 5%. That's where the treasury bills are giving a return of right now. And I don't know what duration these treasuries, I'm assuming that they're like 1 month, 2 month, maybe 3 month at most. I don't think that they're doing any longer duration than 3 month. They probably have a whole bond trading team in place to actually back those treasuries. I mean, maybe they're just doing all 3 month T-bills and they just are keeping it simple. I would think though that they would want to have, I'm sure that they have much more smarter people than myself that have traded bonds or understand bonds at a very good level. Or maybe they're just all backing it by, 3 month. And that's just kind of the standard 3 month T-bills and then cash in accounts, right? And cash equivalents. Now, the final point is that it is not available in the AMM right now. We need to wait for the AMM clawback amendment to get passed, and then it will be available for us to use in the AMMs. And like I said, as long as the centralized exchanges let us send it off of their platform, we'll be able to send it to our own self-custody wallets, and then we'll be able to use it on any one of these interfaces or just directly to the DEX ourselves. Right. So there's that. And then I guess the other big question that folks were asking was how is RLUSD going to impact XRP price? It's just more value being stored on the ledger and more value being flowing on the ledger. So we got value being stored and then we got value flowing. Once again, these are RLUSD liquidity flows that otherwise would be taking place just between two banks or two institutions in basically their own setting. It wouldn't be on XRP ledger. It might not even be on crypto. But now what we're allowing these institutions to do is to bring those flows of liquidity onto the XRP ledger in a fully compliant setting, with Ripple having the collateral and the custody in-house. They can also provide the 4 and 5%, interest on those. They're making that on the T-bills. And so that's getting passed on to us, right? And Ripple has a real interesting situation here where they can incentivize more usage of RLUSD. I know some people even talked about, I don't even want to say the word like a giveaway or an airdrop because there's so many scams. And I'm telling you, there's probably going to be scam ads shown on this video running on YouTube. I've been hearing that from people in the comments a lot, is that, there's fake Brad Garlinghouse videos, fake Ripple videos being shown on my channel and others. And I'm sure they will target this video heavy. There's going to be a lot of RLUSD scams that are going to be, there already are. There's going to be a new flood of them coming in right now. Please watch out. And please understand that there's no rush to get RLUSD. It's simply a tool. It's a stable coin. It's just like dollars, right? It's a tool. It's a digital dollar in the XRP Ledger ecosystem. So the impact on price comes from value being stored on the ledger and value flowing and being settled on that ledger. Every transaction for RLUSD is going to use XRP as a bridge. Bridge might not be the proper setting because we think of typically a bridge of, obviously spanning a body of water, right? Bridging over to another piece of land. Maybe, in this setting, we're thinking of cross-border payments. Well, in this regard, it's the railway. Right? It's the railway system between one side of the country to the other side of the country. And this is the best analogy probably, is that instead of that flowing on the old railway, now we're going to put it on Elon's Tesla Hyperloop or whatever that program is, the Boring Company. Now we're going to go underground and we're going to send you at quantum light speed, 3 to 5 second settlement at no cost on the XRP ledger. That's the perfect comparison. Right, is you got the old railway did its job. Fantastic. And then we have Quantum Hyperloop with Elon. And that's the difference between the old system and the XRP ledger. And now those flows of liquidity that otherwise wouldn't be on the XRP ledger can now come to the XRP ledger in a way where these institutions are comfortable. They can use RLUSD and cross-border payments too. Yeah. So somebody could use RLUSD, XRP is going to be the bridge, and then the other party is going to receive tokenized Japanese yen. Maybe Ripple's going to be doing Japanese yen. Maybe SBI is. I've thrown that out many times, right? And now we're waiting to see who is going to bring these other currencies. Is it going to be Ripple, or is Ripple going to allow some of their partners to bring some of these other stable coins or CBDCs to the XRP ledger? Now, quick check here. Bitcoin hanging out at 107 right now, and XRP at $2.49. Here's the XRP chart. Little back test here after running up 11% from yesterday, or from early this morning, I should say. XRP running up 11% today, full swing, and now we're cooling off here back down to $2.49. But it's going to be interesting to see if we can flip 240 or 250 into support. And then ultimately, we're just waiting to make that push towards $3. Now, I'm expecting a big sell wall at $3. I know there's a big sell wall at $3, and we're going to have to break through that one. Here's the heat maps on XRP right now. And what we're looking at here is coinglass.com. Heat maps on volume in the last hour. The volume is cooling off. And this is the big thing over the weekend. Yesterday, it was low volume, and then out of nowhere, Bitcoin pumped. And I believe you got manipulation taking place there. Big time manipulation with Bitcoin. And, just out of nowhere, there's no news, just a random Sunday pump. And, out of nowhere. And then here today, we get the news of RLUSD, and this continues Bitcoin up to a new all-time high here today. So now XRP ecosystem news is pushing the entire space. It used to be the other way around, where good news for Bitcoin would pump up Bitcoin and pump up the rest of crypto. Now it's XRP news that's pumping up XRP and pumping up the rest of crypto. But we've cooled off here slightly from where we were at just 1 hour ago. The heat map on volume showing here that we're cooling off. Now, Coinbase is still picking up. And that's because Americans are now trading. Americans are awake. We're back to work. We're taking a break, right? You guys are on your break right now. You guys are on lunch break, or maybe you're supposed to be working, but you're watching me. Shout out to you. Appreciate you. Keep making that money, And on the side here, on your lunch break, you're heading over to Coinbase and you're buying XRP. That's why I suspect on Coinbase, we're seeing the heat map volume is still positive on Coinbase and Bitstamp. Now, as far as the inflows, we have outflows on all of the major exchanges right now in the last 1 hour. And then on the last 4 hours, Binance actually does have an inflow, and so does Kraken. That's interesting to note. That's very interesting to note. So that's, the inflows and the outflows. What this is showing us here is the net, right? How much is coming in? How much is going out? What is that? For Binance in the last 4 hours, 26 million coming in. Now, this chart right here is that same exact XRP spot inflow outflow. And let's go right here let's go to the 15-minute on this. And I want to see what happened on when the news broke this morning. So when the news broke this morning, we got a net inflow. And remember, these are 15-minute candles. So in a 15-minute period, we had 21 million of inflows. Then we had 25 million of inflows. Then we had another 7 million of inflows, right? So this really shot up, 25 million of inflows. 7 million, and then we cooled off. So significant inflows there before cooling off here, and now we're finally chilling here a little bit for XRP. This is coinglass.com, and this is the XRP spot data analysis. And you also can go to the derivatives as well if you want to look at the derivatives, if you want to look at liquidations. This gives you some pretty good data right here. And this is where I've been looking here recently on these order books. I've been watching the order books to pick up where our big buy and sell walls are at for Bitcoin and for XRP. You can do it for other cryptos as well, but some of these other cryptos, they don't have as good of data to pull from as others. I've seen that I've missed a couple of super chats, so let me crawl on back here in the chat. Joshua Richardson, thank you for the 100 spot. That is absolutely massive. Love the channel, keeping up the great work. My question is, after the bull run, will there be another opportunity in the future to make life-changing wealth on XRP, or has that ship sailed? Well, let's see, life-changing wealth. That means a lot to, different folks, right? It can mean a lot of different things. I would say this, XRP, in my opinion, is on the trajectory towards not just double-digit prices, but I believe that even triple digits and beyond. But in the same conversation, we also have to talk about the United States dollar and how quickly it's being devalued. So there's two things at play. XRP is going up. The fundamental value is rising. That's happening in real time. Obviously, only to the tune of $2.50 so far. And maybe we even extend up to $25 this bull run. But I think that the trajectory that we're on with the current US dollar that we know of right now is towards 3 digits and beyond. But what we have to factor in, and what's tough, all we can really do is speculate, is on the US dollar being reset itself. And upon that changes the conversation, right? Does XRP get to go to 10,000 US dollars before the US dollar gets reset, right? In what world, in what reality is, one XRP costing 5,000 US dollars? That's a different reality than the one we're at today. So I don't rule out any of the high prices, but to directly answer your question, life-changing wealth, well, if you have something to get started with, you can grow that significantly still, right? Because even if you're buying XRP at $10 and XRP is still going to a 100 US dollar, you still have an opportunity to 10x. So, if you can invest, 10,000 and that's going to grow to 100,000, that might be life-changing for you. And if you have $1 million to invest, you do the math, right? You're going to go from 1 million to 10 million and up from there. But for the little guy or gal that's coming in with, less than $1,000 and they're buying XRP at $10, it's a ways between $10 and $100. That's a long path. That's a timeline that can be shortened. Like I said, one part of this equation is the US dollar currency reset. So I don't really like to delve too deep into the conversations about the high price. I just don't rule it out. I don't say it absolutely can't go here. But what I think is most likely is that the US dollar gets reset and we have to have Bretton Woods 3.0 to reset the playing field, not just for our currency, but for many others. The currency resets and the revaluation and the reset is already happening in many other currencies. Right? I've used the analogy, I've described it as, we're the cleanest shirt in the closet. The US dollar is the cleanest shirt in the closet, but our house is on fire. It's the house of fiat currencies. US dollar is the cleanest shirt in the closet. We just hit it with the steamer, got all the wrinkles out. The house is about to burn down of fiat currencies, right? And so that's what we're up against. And you're already seeing XRPs at crazy prices against some of these other currencies. And these exchanges, what just happened in South Korea, incredible. Guys, we have to understand, we're watching XRP hold $2, $2.50. This is fantastic. The world around us is still, some countries are imploding. Some things are exploding, literally bombs dropping, World War III taking place, and it's no laughing or joking matter. I've been praying for peace, and I continue to pray for peace, and I continue to say that the United States needs to get out of foreign entanglements. And I continue to say that no matter what we want to do, no matter what program, no matter what country we want to fund, no what kind of people we want to fund, we're broke. And we need to acknowledge that before we decide who's going to get the next handout. Because the next handout has to be printed. And that's a problem that needs to be addressed. Before we figure out which program we're going to fund, we got to recognize that none of our checks can cash. Mark Shepard, thank you for the 5 spot. Hi, Zach. I have 50,000 in XRP bought at £1. Should I run within XRP or break it into 4 top coins? Your thoughts? 50,000 in 50,000 XRP bought at £1. Which I don't know what that would be equivalent to US dollars and when you bought that, but I mean that's a price that's lower than today, right? What are you guys at right now? Is it a couple? Must be a couple pounds per XRP. What's the current price in pounds? I'm interested to hear that. Current guys, drop the current price for you guys. If you're Canadian, if you're Australian, we need to get the current price. Maybe Dennis is in chat. He's in Thailand. Maybe you can give us the updated price there for the Thai bot for 1 XRP. Let's get the update on that. Should you run with XRP or break it into other coins? I mean, I don't think that XRP is done running, right? So I'm not looking to do anything. I've been adding to other coins with additional fiat. I've been adding more fiat to my investments in cryptocurrency, and XRP just still has so much more life in it. There's still so many switches yet to be flipped for XRP that no, and as far as what other coins would you consider, right? Where's the alpha? I mean, if you got a play that's alpha that's going to move, then by all means, sure. But I'd like for you to share that with us because I'd like to take a look at that. I'm not going to sell XRP for that coin, but I would maybe throw a little bit more funny money at that crypto that might do more than XRP, because from this level, I still think in a 5 to 10x is possible for XRP. To give you the exact numbers, I still think a 5 or a 10x on XRP at this price level is possible for this bull run. So a 5x from this level is what? Taking us to 12, 13 bucks, right? I mean, at a $2 XRP, 5x brings us to 10 bucks. So from the equivalent $2.50, right? We're running up to a little over 12 bucks. Now, for a 10x, we'd have to go towards 25 bucks. Easily could be done. Easily could be done this bull run. So I still think in a 5 or a 10x potential right now. So any other crypto that I would be looking to move into would have to have the potential better gains than a 10x with more conviction behind it than my conviction behind XRP doing that 5 to 10x. I appreciate the super chat, Mark. Thank you for your support. Okay, I'm going to scroll down because I want to get the currency updates on where you guys are at for your currencies. $2.45 euro, right? Because the euro is a little bit stronger than the dollar. We got $4 Australian AUD, what's the Aussie bucks? What can we call it? What do you guys call it? The Australian dollar, right? It takes 4 of them, right? It takes 4 of them. Let's see. We got 358 Canadian. 358 Canadian. I have plenty of HBAR, no XLM. Should I have some? Yeah, so I think that XLM is one that I still think has the potential to do a few X from here very easily. Where is XLM? That's interesting. Let's take a look at what XLM has done here today. Following XRP, our little brother, up to 44, almost 45, basically 44.7. So XLM did get a little bit of a bump here today. XLM back tested the 40 cent region here. That was earlier this morning. Earlier this morning, we went all the way back down to 40 cent XLM. Yeah, so I still think, XLM could easily go up to a couple bucks this bull run. A $2 XLM I think could easily be hit. I think that XLM can do anywhere between $2 and $5. So you still have 5 to 10x potential with XLM, even at these prices. So, I mean, I like having some XLM personally. I can't give anybody financial advice, but I like having XLM. I've had a good time with my XLM. Comments, questions, guys, keep them coming. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. Thinking of selling my Pepe for more XRP. I haven't looked at Pepe. Where is Pepe? Has it broken into the top 10 yet? 21. Guys, goodness gracious. Yeah, so Pepe, I just wanted to see what the market cap was at. Fully diluted values 10 billion, market cap's 10 billion. So the circulating supply is 420.68 trillion. Okay. Yep. It's had a really good run though. Just what is it? In the last year, it's up 1,500%. In the last month, it's only up 13%. So when I look at this chart here, it looks like, Pepe had a really good run. I don't chase into green candles like this for me. And I'm only doing XRP memes. I'm not looking at Solana memes. I guess I have Dogecoin. That's the only other one. SHIB is not an opportunity that excites me. And I think that even Pepe's running out of gas there. Hello, Zach. Can you say if you are not a trader nor a developer, just an investor believing in the utility of the token, what can you do on the XRP ledger? Okay, so if you're not a trader, you're not a developer, you're not an investor, well, I almost look as the AMMs as another investment. You're investing in a liquidity pool. So that would be something that you can do is you can invest in the liquidity pools on the AMM. Once we get on-chain lending, you'll be able to invest your assets to other people. I think that there's going to be many platforms, dApps, decentralized ways for you to just do that, little toolkits built out, little apps, little interfaces for you to interact with the XRP ledger where you'll be able to become the bank and you'll be able to do on-chain lending. You'll be able to invest in AMM liquidity pools. And there will be additional things that you'll probably be able to do as well where you don't have to be a developer and you don't have to be a trader. It's kind of just like, let's get some passive income. Let's get some yield over here. I'm going to do some on-chain lending and invest in that. I'm going to invest in some AMM liquidity pools. That's what you can do right now. And I think there'll be more down the road as well for you. On-chain lending is actually not live yet. It's one of the amendments that's being considered right now. Giga1, thank you for that question, though. That's a very good question. You also can just invest in other XRP Ledger tokens, too. Yeah, you can do other XRP Ledger's tokens as well. If you want to just buy some others. I mean, there's been some that have had a really good run. I'm going to park all my USDC into RLUSD if they offer 4 to 5% APY. And you're going to see huge outflows, I think, out of Circle and Tether into RLUSD. Like, it's not that we're going to make them go bust. It's just people are going to trust Ripple more than they're going to trust Circle and Tether. By far. It's not even close. But once again, I don't think that we need Tether to go down. I don't think that we need Circle to go down. I pointed it out. Look at the bottom of this whiteboard. Well, you guys can't see it. On the bottom of this whiteboard, you can see the top of it, 180 billion to 3 trillion. $180 billion to 3 trillion is the growth of the stablecoin space over the next few years. So we don't need Tether to go down. It doesn't matter. Now, Tether is being delisted. Tether is being taken off. People don't trust, and they're like this person said in the chat, they're going to dump all of their USDC for RLUSD as long as the rate is comparable. And there's no reason I don't think why it won't be. I think that they're going to make sure that it will be. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. I did want to plug real quick the new merch, the XRP family merch, the XRP merch that we are now going live with is all available there at zachrector.com. Just go to the top of my website and hit shop, and it's all listed over there. So the new merch is available at the website, new designs. We're working on them right now, and we'll probably have them new designs available actually this week. And try to get your order in ASAP. We're trying to get deliveries out this week to try to get everybody their orders by Christmas, but we can't make any guarantees right now with the shipping being the way it is. But we're trying to get them out as fast as possible. So if you take advantage of that, we're turning around and we're getting stuff sent out this week. XP Market, Zach, it is a good platform for AMM, active for the last 3 months on the ledger for the AMM. Yep. TMB, yep. I got XP Market. That's the platform that I use to go into the AMM. Now I'm using Magnetic for trading meme coins, and I still use First Ledger for trading meme coins too. So I'm using First Ledger, I'm using Magnetic, and I still have XP Market set up as well. XP Market for AMM, X Magnetic for trading, setting limit, setting buy or sell orders, and then First Ledger for just trading new tickers that are hot. First Ledger still is faster than X Magnetic in my opinion. There's less steps in between, and it's just faster because the memes are getting listed there on First Ledger. By the way, I want to actually do a XRP Ledger meme coin update. I know it's not for everybody, but I'm going to do that's why I'm going to do like a separate video that'll just be focused on the meme coins, because we've had some new coins get launched. We've hit some big milestones for market caps, for users. It's very positive and bullish for the space. Like I said, the meme coins is going to look like a joke compared to the institutional liquidity and utility that comes onto the XRP Ledger. But in the meantime, we have to acknowledge that it is bringing a lot of users and activity, and it might not, it only pumped XRP up here to a couple bucks, but it's better than sitting at 60 cents. And having tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of new users come into the XRP Ledger is absolutely bullish. And no reality is that bearish. Oh, it looks like I'm getting news. We're getting news here. Somebody just posted on TikTok that there was something bad that just happened in Wisconsin. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I'm going to take a look here. Comments, questions, guys, you guys can keep on dropping them. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by here this Monday morning. Bitcoin right now still holding 107. XRP 249. We need to see Bitcoin chill out a little bit, and then I think we can see XRP move back up here once again. Let's take a look at this. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. I see that Bare Naked Crypto just tagged me in this. Honest question, XRP bros. What's the point of the stablecoin and the XRP token? So the XRP token is the neutral bridge currency, right? For settling between different issued assets on the XRP ledger. It also is held by many folks as a store of value. And then the point of the stablecoin is to be used for DeFi applications and also for liquidity payments. Every other use that you could use the XRP ledger for, you can now use RL USD for, and it will also have fully compliant, basically it'll be in full compliance for institutions that are looking to get into the cryptocurrency space. So it'll be an on-ramp and off-ramp solution for institutions and also for retail. Ripple will set up the on-ramps and the off-ramps for institutions, and then we'll have on-ramps and off-ramps through centralized exchanges and different DEX platforms that are being integrated into the XRP ledger right now. So yeah, that's basically the basic answer to what the stablecoin for and what XRP is for. Two different uses, complementary, absolutely complementary. Oh wow, I didn't see this. Digital Asset Investor says, remember when Digital Perspectives, our good friend Brad Kimes, asked Raghuram Rahan this question at Ripple Swell in 2019? So this new guy that got added to the Stablecoin Advisory Board from the Central Bank of India, Raghuram Rahan, he was actually at Ripple Swell 2019. He says, quote, the company also announced 2 additions. Oh, yeah. That's the announcement that we got. We already know that. But what's this question? I want to listen in on this.
XRP is trying to do, and the reason is as
you could talk about the idea of the old concept of the banker coin and a neutral asset being in place of a global reserve status of the dollar, and possibly that being XRP.
What you're asking for is whether there's a possibility of a global currency. And to some extent, that's what Libra was trying to do. And as I understand it, that's different from what XRP is trying to do. And the reason is as follows. As soon as you go to maintaining the value, right, some kind of stable coin, a whole set of regulatory concerns get triggered. I have to make sure that there is corresponding financial or real assets backing this notional value that they seek to maintain. That looks a lot more like a bank, right? Because you're promising some claims which are fixed, and that requires regulation for reasons I just talked about. Now, once you get an army of regulators, every central bank looking at it, then the question is, have you added a whole set of transaction costs to this, and is it worth, is it that useful? As I understand it, what is attempted with XRP is not so much maintaining the value, but offering a vehicle for exchange, which is quite different, because there you can have value fluctuating. All you need is value to be stable for 10 seconds while the whole transaction takes place. And as a result, there's a whole different need for regulation. You don't need to regulate value. I don't care. So long as there is some value, the transaction can certainly take place. And as a regulator, I'm not so worried about either this displacing my fiat currency, because you're moving from one fiat currency to another. It's just an interim value. And it's a means of exchange, but it's neither a store of value nor a unit account, et cetera, et cetera.
Thank you very much.
See, this guy, he gets it big time. You can tell with that answer right there. And I've been comparing Ripple to a bank since the very beginning. Not just a bank, not just a central bank. I've been comparing them to the IMF and the BIS now for a while. And a huge shout out to my son. You guys might have seen, the little guy got a little feature here today, snuck in here. I had to run off to get another cup of coffee. So we got another cup of coffee coming from wifey here shortly. Keeping it rolling here this morning. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. Thank you so much. Shout out to wifey and my daughter yelling about something in the background. Ooh, that was hot. Okay. We are back in business. Okay. Thank you guys. Let's get back to the comments and questions. This is massive though. Raghuram Rahan, I didn't realize that he was already a Ripple swell. Of course, Digital Asset Investor pulled that one up right away. That DAI is literally the encyclopedia of XRP. The guy has it all just up here, you know, ready to roll. Look at this, guys. It's on. It's on. It's on like Donkey Kong. 5% yield. 5% yield from Uphold. McLaughlin added, by adding RLUSD to the Uphold's Reward Center, we're able to offer the XRP community additional value when they hold RLUSD in their Uphold wallet. It is on like Donkey Kong. Shout out to DAI for that phrase too. It's on like Donkey. Are you kidding me, folks? This is what we've all wanted, right? This is what we've all wanted. A stable coin where we can earn a yield that's equivalent to what the treasuries are paying out right now. Secure the bag for us. We can use it for liquidity, for trading, for staking, for DeFi. It is on like Donkey Kong. 5% interest from Uphold. And the reason why they're doing this, well, like I said, Ripple, along with their partners here, Uphold has been added to the on-demand liquidity partners. They've been added as a node in the on-demand liquidity network now for a couple years. We got that confirmation from Simon McLaughlin when he came onto our channel. That was last year. And, so we know that Uphold's very close with Ripple. That's why I like that exchange. Obviously, the main reason is that they continued to sell XRP through the lawsuit. So we were able to continue stacking our XRP. Now, as someone commented earlier, and as I've been talking about, the fact is this is competitive, and Uphold has the ability to offer the incentives to increase it. So it's going to be more than USD. The USD account on Uphold right now is paying off like 4.5% or something like that. The USDC, I don't know if you're getting anything on USDC at Uphold. At Coinbase, they're doing 4.5% on USDC, I believe. But Uphold's going to offer 5%. And that's because they're padding this. They want the incentives, they want the users, they want more money coming in. And to me, this is exciting because this is a way to diversify your holdings of dollars. Like, and for many of you guys probably have a bigger problem than I do. My problem isn't too big of a problem yet. I don't have M's and M's in the bank account. You know what I'm saying? Where I need to worry too much about. I already do have multiple banks and I work with multiple exchanges. But to me, I'm looking at this as a way to store value, store US dollars at an institution like Uphold, right? That's outside of US jurisdiction, that has good, I mean, everything that we've seen with Uphold has been on the up and up, pun intended, right? Everything's been transparent. And they also had cojones, if you know what I'm talking about, by still listing XRP all throughout the lawsuit. Simon said, yeah, we talked with our lawyers and we just thought that the facts were XRP is not a security. And so we never delisted. And look how much, imagine how much money that's made them, that business decision. And they should be rewarded handsomely for that. And so Uphold is one of a few exchanges that I work with, one of a few exchanges that I have as an affiliate, and I also keep my assets and trade my cryptos, right? Uphold, Coinbase, and Caleb and Brown is the most recent addition. But for Uphold here, they're starting off with that incentive. And this is where folks that we're and I've been talking about this for a while now, they're going to be competing for our business. Who can offer the best staking, the best yield, the best platforms, the best custody? Can they provide institutional grade custody with 5% on your RL USD, right? So Uphold's got this. I believe that Caleb and Brown's going to have RL USD listed as well. I'm sure that Coinbase will here soon as well too. And so it's going to be a competition on who can offer the best. And what I like about Uphold, see, they're not going to, we're going to offer 10%, like some of these other platforms, some of these other exchanges, some of these other tokens that basically created decentralized Ponzi schemes that inevitably end up going bust. Uphold's not offering 10%. They're not offering 20%. They're not even offering 6 or 7%. 5%. See, that's secure. That's sustainable. I know where that's coming from. 4.25%, 4.5%. We'll see where the bond yields go. That's coming from the treasuries that back RLUSD. Okay. The margin between, where the bonds are trading at and where the 5% is Uphold adding additional incentives, additional liquidity for us as well. And that's a business decision that they're making that's coming from them directly. Right. So I like that. It's over 4% of that is coming from the treasuries, and then 50 basis points, 50 bips is coming from Uphold. That's sustainable yield. Which, at your own risk, not financial advice, I'm not saying that any of this is absolutely 100% secure. I never wanted to do bonds because I don't want to do a deal with the US government. And I'm not interested in 4 and 5% yield. As far as an investment to gain, you're not gaining anything. What you're doing is you're securing a bag, and you're gaining at basically the pace of inflation. So basically you're not losing, right? They said that inflation's now at 2.7% year over year. That's what the CPI report came out last week. Sure, if you want to run with that number, okay. The point being, right, is that you want to beat inflation or at least keep up with inflation. That's why we want the 4 and 5%. But it's on a defensive side of our portfolio that's going to be available for liquidity, available for trading, and available for DeFi. For gainers, well, I'll go to the XRP memes and I'll go to the casino over there and I'll throw some money around if I want to flip the bag a couple times. What will be the price of RLUSD? It's going to be 1. And I'm going to pull up the tweet here from David Schwartz because that's a good point. The tweet here from David Schwartz, it's in my bookmarks. Let me pull it up and read this because he talks about the supply shock for RLUSD. The same is at play, though, for XRP. That's what's hilarious about this. Check this out. As RLUSD goes live, and he's responding here to basically an order on the DEX that's paying $1,200 for one RLUSD. So basically, somebody on the order book is willing to pay for a small fraction of an RLUSD, $1,200 worth. And so that's what this is. But David says, as RLUSD goes live, there may be supply shortages in the very early days before the market stabilizes. There actually is someone willing to pay $1,200 for an RLUSD for a tiny fraction of one RLUSD. Tools will show you the highest price anyone is willing to pay, even if it's just for a tiny bit. Maybe someone wants the honor of buying the first bit of RLUSD on the DEX. And that's what I think this is mostly what that is, because somebody who knows how to place a DEX order kind of knows what they're doing, but they must just want to, be able to say, hey, I was the first person to buy RLUSD. But rest assured, the price will come back to very close to $1 as soon as supply stabilizes. If it doesn't, something is very seriously wrong. If you want to spend a lot of money to get a tiny bit of RLUSD before anyone else does, you can, but please don't expect the price to stay over $1 once this thing stabilizes, which I expect they will do very quickly. The whole point of a stablecoin is to have a stable price. Short-term changes in prices due to shortages of supply or demand are certainly possible, especially around launch, but they shouldn't remain for very long as arbitrageurs rapidly fix the market. Please don't FOMO into a stablecoin. This is not an opportunity to get rich. So I hope that everybody understands, what's taking place right now. There's small orders on the DEX for paying, $1,000 for one RLUSD or a fraction of an RLUSD. And that's all this is. So nothing more, nothing less. That's all this is. And there initially will be a supply shortage probably when it comes out because people will be trying to buy it up on the DEX. People want this for whatever reason. And arbitrageurs will settle that. Arbitrageurs are traders. They're going to bring that back down to $1, and that'll happen very, very quickly because the arbitrageurs are using trading bots. Some of them probably have their own nodes for submitting transactions, and they're sophisticated traders that will arbitrage that back down to $1 very quickly. So any discrepancy won't last long, and if you buy RLUSD for more than $1, you're going to lose money. 1,000%. So do not pay more than $1 for an RLUSD anywhere. And don't be in a rush to buy it. You are not going to accomplish anything. I don't even think that somebody trying to buy the first RLUSD is going to be able to say that they bought the first RLUSD, or, maybe they'll have the first transaction on the DEX for RLUSD that shows something, but it's not going to be worth anything. Like, you're not going to be able to then resell that piece of RLUSD or that RLUSD at a higher price. So there's nothing other than maybe you'll have the clout of saying that you bought the first RLUSD on the DEX. Other than that, don't buy RLUSD for more than $1. You will lose money. And this is a stable coin. It's not an investment other than you're going to get 4 to 5%, which I guess this prediction, wasn't anything special. It's just I knew that's where we were at. I knew what they were going to back RLUSD by. It is what it is. And now, and the reason why I said 4 to 5% is because I was waiting for exchanges like Uphold or others to package and pad this offer a little bit better. And that's what Uphold's doing by offering 5%. Now, as you've seen on some of these other exchanges, what they'll do is they'll do an initial rate. So your initial rate is 10%, and then after a month, it drops back down or whatever the deal may be. So I'll have to watch for that. So you like Uphold? Yeah, I like Uphold. They're available at my website, zachrector.com. I use Uphold, Coinbase, and Caleb and Brown. Those are the 3 exchanges that I use. I've used others in the past, but these are the three that I use right now. And then other than that, for trading on the XRP ledger, I use First Ledger, Magnetic, and for the AMM, I'm set up on XP Market. RL USD is going live tomorrow. Lock in. Yep. Just reading comments, questions, guys. Thank you for keeping them coming. Let's get a price check. Let's get a price check as well. High fees, cost of doing business. I want to make sure my transaction will go through, and I don't care if I have to pay an extra percentage, 1% or 2% even, if it means that the deal is going to go through. And what some exchanges do is they hide the fees and the slippage. So the fees will be low, but they'll hit you on slippage. And during times of a lot of volume and a lot of trading, that's where you can really, lose out quite a bit or get hit quite a bit. So they might have low fees, but they'll hit you on slippage. The thing I like about Caleb and Brown is their fees 3.5%, but it's a flat fee on any trading that you do. And if you have more volume to do, more trading volume to do, and for larger amounts, like in the millions, they will negotiate that fee. So if you're a big hitter, big baller, they will negotiate that fee. But 3.5% flat fee, they don't hit you on any of the slippage. Zach, be careful with Uphold. They lock so many accounts. It's their own security measures and their own policies. They're very upfront with them, and everybody not everybody knows about it, and so it really confuses a lot of people. But they've been upfront with that from the very beginning. I've never had any problems. I've linked up my debit card, so you can buy $500 at a time. If you want to do more, link up a bank account, and it's their standard policies, and it is what it is. They sold us XRP at a time when nobody else would, so they'll always have my respect, and even the certain policies that they have, I understand why they want to check KYC and stuff. These exchanges have to have all of their stuff in compliance, and so it's going to ask you to resubmit IDs. It's going to ask you to do stuff. As long as, like, Coinbase, obviously, this is a frustrating topic because, guys, none of these guys, are 100% guaranteed to be in business forever, right? Do you want to trade or not? You can go use the DEX, and that's the beauty, is that we're building out on the DEX. But folks are so worried about all these exchanges. Okay, then don't use them. Use the DEX. You got to go into the casino to play. That's this conversation. And, I called out all these other exchanges like Margex. These are the ones that are actually going down. These are the ones that are actually going down, is these tier 2 and 3 exchanges and these platforms that are offering all these crazy margin and futures accounts and all this stuff. The platforms like Uphold that are offering 5%, that's sustainable, right? They're not offering any futures or leverage trading at Uphold. That's sustainable, right? So, Coinbase, they're not my favorite, but they're working to be in compliance, and they're here's the other thing too. People don't understand why they're getting locked out. When you send Solana from Coinbase to some other wallet, and then you go trade a bunch of meme coins, and then you bring back tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, or millions of dollars worth of Solana, they need to know what happened. They can't comply with the laws when you took out $1,000 worth of Solana and you're bringing back $1 million worth of Solana. They have to follow the law. And so it's degen traders like that are then coming back onto Coinbase trying to cash out $1 million worth. The bank would shut you down, right? The bank has to vet every transaction over 10,000. And people are wondering, well, why are they locking me out? Well, dude, you took out 1,000 and now you show back up with $1 million worth and they don't know where it came from. And you want to cash that out. And by law, every transaction over 10,000 has to go through that level of scrutiny. Oh, why'd they lock me out? You had $1 million worth of poop coin profits, bro. That's why they locked you out. You're not going to be able to just load up on Coinbase and cash out a milli tomorrow. And this is why I've been talking about relationships with these exchanges. You got to keep the relationships alive. Trading, withdrawing, depositing, multiple cards linked up, a couple different bank accounts linked up, options. I've always talked about options. Learn how to use the DEX. Eventually you will. We're at a point where you can do most of your trading through the DEX. At least in the XRP Ledger ecosystem. All of that can be done without centralized exchanges. In fact, you have to use the DEX to get some of these tokens that obviously aren't listed on exchanges. Now, for trading other cryptos, well, and you can go to their DEX or you can go to centralized exchanges. Yeah, exchanges that don't KYC, you're running that risk as well. You're running that risk as well. It's all a risk. It's all a risk. Someone had just asked me in our Discord group about the systems going down too. Obviously, while the systems are down, there's no movement, there's no activity, there's no nothing. So when the systems come back on, your assets are going to be where they were at. Your assets that were in the AMM are still going to be in the AMM. XRP that you had invested into Mickey Mouse coin on the XRP ledger, it's still going to be in Mickey Mouse coin. The XRP ledger will pick up right from where it left off. So when systems go down, your assets are still safe. Somebody else would still have to have systems online and they'd have to have access to where your assets are at. So for example, if your assets are at Coinbase, systems go down. Well, if Coinbase's systems go down, nobody can go in or out of them. So even somebody who is still online wouldn't have access to Coinbase to get out anything. And if the XRP Ledger validators are down, nobody's sending a transaction, period. So when the systems go down, we just reboot and pick up right where we left off. So during the 10 days of darkness, you want cash. You might not even want silver. Silver, I like to have as an option. I call it blackout barter, among many other reasons why we have silver, investment purposes as well. But during 10 days of darkness, your crypto, you ain't going to be using it, and that's going to be the least of your worries. And as long as the systems are down, no transactions are going to be happening. So I wouldn't worry about that. What you got to worry about is just solvency of these exchanges. If they go bankrupt, a lot of them in the terms, they can sell off your assets. They take your assets. Look at all these people that have gotten caught up in Mt. Gox, caught up in Celsius, caught up in FTX. That's the real risk with these exchanges. If you're doing shady stuff with them, they're going to lock your account down. If you send out 1,000 Solana and bring back 1 million Solana, they're going to, need to check who you are again. They're going to need to run you through. It's just like the bank. You can't walk up to the bank and pull out 10 racks. They say, no, okay, let's schedule a little meeting. Let's have you come back to the back room. Make sure you're not under duress. Make sure you're having a good day. Make sure your wifey's happy with you. Okay, sir. Now that we've confirmed your wifey is happy with you, you can take out your 10,000. I'm joking, but you get the point. So don't necessarily believe everything that you see on the internet. That's the point there. There's a lot of people that just spread random FUD on Twitter that's not necessarily true. RLUSD is going live tomorrow. You're not joking because this has happened to me. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. This is our world. This is our laws. Yeah. This is why we love crypto. You can send as much money as you want, freely, completely decentralized. That's freedom. You also can lose a lot of money in that process. Zach sounds like a doomsday prepper. So I'm a situational prepper. right? I'm just preparing for different situations. Not so much doomsday end of the world type of prepping, but I just like to stay stocked on the essentials to feed the family, to, keep us rocking and rolling. You never know what's going to come. What's the best way to withdraw? It's hard to tell, right? Multiple ways to do so. Now we'll have the ability to take profit into RLUSD, which will be really nice. I'll be looking again at my exit strategy, and I'll be reconsidering how I'm taking profits. I still have the same price targets in my XRP exit strategy, and I have that linked up in the description of my video still. If you guys want to check that out, it is available. My full XRP exit strategy, including the 5 price targets that I have, where, when, and why I'm selling. The only thing that will change, and I'll probably, have to update my strategy, is now I'll be taking profits into RLUSD, which really I don't even need to update the video because it still applies. I already knew this was coming. And so I mentioned that I was going to be taking profits and putting some profits into a US dollar account, a USDC account, or RLUSD if it was available, where I could earn 5%. Excuse me. I could earn that 5% yield, but then have my liquidity ready to buy back into XRP when it drops back down. Because I'm planning on selling the top and buying back down lower, being able to take profits and take cash out, while also being able to hopefully get my bag back. And it's a risky deal, but it's my plan. I'm sticking to it for right now, but I'm excited to be able to take profits. I said I'm on Uphold, I'm on Coinbase, I'm on Caleb and Brown, and on Uphold, I already knew that they were offering that 4.5% on USD. Well, now I know that they're going to be offering 5% on RLUSD. Thank you very much. That sounds good to me. So, yeah. Exit strategies listed down below in the description of this video if you guys are interested. So if XRP goes to $10 at high of bull run, you're saying it would go back down to $2. It very, very well could. Very well could. What I expect us to do is at least hold $3. I expect us to at least hold our previous all-time high, and that to be the bare minimum floor price after this bull run. The bare minimum floor price after this bull run I expect to be $3 to $4. It should be above our previous all-time high. Bare minimum. Could be even higher. What exchange am I using for RLUSD? I will use Uphold. Yep, I will use Uphold. Your baby boy put a huge smile on my face. Young Quavo, by the way, Quavo, this is your shirt. I'm still rocking your shirt, Young Quavo. I'm glad that my son put a big smile on your face. I figured I'd give him a quick little feature. I don't like to show the kids anymore, but I figured I'd give him a quick feature. He's a handsome little boy. He just keeps going too. He doesn't really like to sit around and watch sit around and watch TV or anything. He likes to just stay moving, stay getting into trouble. And he's got an attitude too. He gets a little feisty. He's got a little feisty. Oh boy. XRP is weak. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Young Quavo. Oh no, can you guys? Yeah. This is the shirt that Young Quavo sent me. Thank you, brother. Still rocking it. Still rocking it. Will each transaction with RLUSD directly affect the price of XRP? It's going to burn XRP. So, is every transaction going to make XRP go up? Not necessarily, but we're building towards that because we're making XRP more scarce. Every transaction burns XRP, and every wallet locks up more XRP. So more and more XRP is going to get locked up, and more XRP is going to be burned because of RLUSD, and I would say that that's going to be a bullish catalyst for XRP. Nate says, thank you for the information, Zach. Been following you for years. Thank you, my friend. How do I get my XDC off Uphold? You need a wallet that accepts it. For that, I have EliPal. EliPal is listed at my website, zachrector.com. Also should be in the description of this video. EliPal, I should be getting a new wallet from them. They're sending me a Christmas special, I believe. So shout out to EliPal. The reason why I got set up with them, they're a good solid wallet, and they take XDC. There's not many wallets that take XDC. I don't think that Ledger does. Ledger still doesn't do XDC. So, yeah. And then I don't know if Uphold allows you to send, there's certain assets I don't think that you can send off. I don't know about that. I don't want to say that if that's not true. I don't know why you can't get your XDC off of Uphold, other than you got to make sure that you have a wallet that accepts XDC. Can you see a future where we get 5% on our RLUSD without converting it? Yeah. Yeah, somebody just announced a new platform for staking XRP, and in return you get T-bills. That's Elijah or Elysia. I think it's Elysia is how you pronounce it. Elysia just announced tokenized T-bills on the XRP ledger, and they're offering a platform that they're calling staking. It's not staking. It's a loan. You're loaning them XRP, and in return you're getting tokenized treasuries, T-bill token. And I imagine that you'll be earning 4 or 5% on that. But you have to trust somebody else to hold your XRP. And that's not a proposition that I'm interested in. Just got my bros to buy XRP. That's awesome. Is RLUSD interest paid monthly? A lot of these, I think that they pay them daily. I don't know. I would imagine, yeah, daily for most of them. Just put your XDC in the Uphold vault. I guess that's another option. Yeah, Decent is another wallet that you can use to store XDC. Is there a place that you can safely stake XRP? No, there is no staking on the XRP ledger. Any platform that's saying that you can stake your XRP here, they're using the wrong term. It should be a loan. You can store your XRP here and basically, you can custody your XRP here. I mean, we can use the term stake, but there is no staking validation there's no staking involved on the XRP ledger. So I think it's an improper use of the term, but whatever, you can generate some yield here. I'm not interested in giving anybody my XRP right now for 5%. I'll give you my dollars. I'll give you my dollars that we can convert to RLUSD, and I'll earn 5% on Uphold on doing that. I mean, as soon as Uphold goes live with it tomorrow, yeah, I'll probably throw a little bag just to say I did, but there's no rush. I don't, yeah, I'll throw something at it, but not going to be a considerable amount. Is 50,000 XRP enough? Yeah, it's enough to have 50,000 XRP, and that's a bag. It's going to be a matter of what you do with that 50,000 XRP. You were in Leavenworth this weekend too? Really? That's awesome. Yeah, had a great weekend in Leavenworth. We went up Saturday and then stayed the night in Wenatchee. Leavenworth is super expensive to stay there. So yeah, we went over to Wenatchee and stayed over there. And then we went back to Leavenworth again on Sunday, spent most of the day there till about 2 o'clock, and then came home. And it was about a 4-hour road trip. We stopped to eat on the way home, and we had traffic on the way home, a lot of traffic coming back over the pass. But yeah, Leavenworth is beautiful. I'd been to Leavenworth, but never during Christmas time. And so getting to see all the decorations and everything, it was amazing. And obviously with the children now, the children love it. I was a little bummed we didn't get any sledding in, and I am a huge fan of sledding. Like, I love sledding. I still am down to go sledding. obviously with my property service business over the past few years, I haven't had any time to do sledding because we were doing snow plowing and ice services. So if and when we ever did get some snow up here in the Pacific Northwest, I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off trying to make as much money as possible. But yeah, I'm still a big fan of sledding. Leavenworth, beautiful town though. It was absolutely nuts this weekend though. Absolutely madhouse. It took us an hour to park on Saturday. And then we had an extra hour added to our drive coming back over the mountain because there's just a line of people coming back to the west side of the mountains. For those of you guys who don't know, Washington State, basically we have a west and an east, basically the west side and the east side, and it's split by the Cascade Mountain Range. And so Leavenworth is like just on the east side of the mountains. Yeah, Mr. Wendell, I said I see that you're mentioning the XRP buyback. I'm going to be talking about that in a video too. The buyback program. It's a company out of Japan, or is that SBI shareholders? I forget if it was SBI shareholders or if it was somebody else that's trying to do a XRP buyback program. Basically saying that they want to be like a Michael Saylor for XRP. So I'm going to talk about that in a separate video. Oh, we got morning snow on Vancouver Island. Okay. That's interesting. It did get down to freezing. It's what did we get down to? Like 40 up here? Yeah. Yeah, Leavenworth had gotten snow the night before we came, so there was at least a few inches down for sure. And then through the pass, there was it's a winter wonderland through the pass. And yeah, thankfully it was smooth sailing. The snow came the day before we traveled, so it was smooth sailing there and smooth sailing back through the passes, no problem. Do you think that the insane circulating supply will prevent big investors from dropping billions? No. The supply of XRP, everybody understands it. You know, there's no limit on the amount of Ethereum. There's no max supply on Ethereum right now. Bitcoin, is still growing. There's still more supply coming for Bitcoin. But, it only really gets destroyed through people losing it. Bitcoin getting lost is really the main driver of it, and then people just holding it too. But with XRP, it's actually deflationary. Every transaction's burning XRP. For Bitcoin, it's being paid to the miners. So it doesn't get destroyed, and there's more supply coming online. Now, there is a max supply. Everybody knows that, and that's one of the main reasons why people buy Bitcoin. But the supply of XRP, no, it's not stopping. It's not stopping institutions now that we're watching buy XRP. And the ETFs are coming, and anybody who's concerned about that, I think, just isn't paying attention to what Ripple's been doing with their partners by selling XRP to them for, liquidity, utility, and basically, they're sending it to institutions that need to move billions and trillions of dollars, and that's where we want the XRP supply going. The other thing that people don't understand is how little XRP is actually circulating. There's a lot of people like myself and others that most of our bag is going to be held forever. It's out of circulating supply right now. It should not be considered in circulating supply. If we could actually put a number to that, the circulating supply would be a lot less. Will the NDAs possibly come out? The NDAs might not ever come out. I think that what we'll just see is the time will be up and they'll finally admit that they have the partnerships going live. So, yeah, I mean, will we ever get to see the terms of the NDA? No. That's the whole idea of an NDA, is that it's not even brought up. I think that it'll just be a matter of, Bank of America coming out and saying, yeah, we're partnered up. We've been partnered up with Ripple. Now we're going live with XRP liquidity. Now we have the ability to allow clients to leverage their XRP to go buy homes. Bank of America is going to offer 5% yield on RL USD and maybe your XRP too, right? So I think that that's all coming. And that's coming after the regulations are finalized and the laws are set here in the United States and after the case is over. What do I think of BlackRock manipulating XPR or XRP and Bitcoin price? They have the ability to manipulate Bitcoin. They don't really have the ability to manipulate XRP right now. There's no ETF that they can, invest in for XRP. Obviously, they could, there is ways that they could manipulate XRP, obviously, but I'm just saying they don't have any ETFs live yet. The speculation is that there was entities suppressing the price of XRP over the past 6 years so that they could acquire more. And that makes a lot of sense. And, BlackRock could very well be included in that. But yeah, I accidentally said XPR. Whoops. How's that Proton token working out for them? What's going on with XRP? Well, the number is going higher. Now, if we're looking here at the 15-minute chart, XRP is back down to $2.45. $2.45 right now for XRP. Bitcoin is back up. So what's happening right now is Bitcoin is just sucking up the liquidity. Bitcoin up here to 107.3. So it looks like we just hit a new all-time high of 107.8. 107.8 for Bitcoin is the new all-time high. Here's the Bitcoin dominance chart. Chopping up here. Ran up earlier today, back up to about 58%. Now we're coming down here a little bit slightly, but that Bitcoin dominance picked up here again. And this is what's taking liquidity away from other cryptos. XRP coming back down. So as soon as Bitcoin lands its plane, wherever that's at, 107, 110, wherever Bitcoin decides to land this plane, from there, then we'll start to see the altcoins go, and I expect XRP to go. With the announcement of RL USD going live tomorrow, I would anticipate that you'll see XRP to continue to climb because more and more people are going to be using XRP. I mean, this could cause the most amount of traffic on the XRP ledger that we've seen in a very long time tomorrow. Very well could. Right? XRP bouncing to $2.46 right now. Volatility is back. Volatility is here. I do not own XPR, Bob. Please don't share that fake news. That is not true. I do not own XPR. No, Bob, my IQ is not lower than 75. Please don't share that either. That's also fake news. Bob, please check yourself before we have to check you out of here. I'm not in the Mensa Club, but I don't think that my IQ is lower than 75, and I do not own XPR. Okay. My mentor, Dan Pena, he tells us that those with IQs lower than 80 actually do better than the IQs over 100. Get the whiteboard out of here. Am I considering buying RLUSD? Yeah, I'll buy some RLUSD tomorrow on Uphold. I'm going to go through the centralized exchange. I'll know what it is. Uphold's going to offer 5%. I haven't seen anybody else making announcements on what they're going to offer. So yeah, I'll be going to Uphold tomorrow to buy some. Yeah, just a little bit. I don't need to throw a lot at RLUSD right now, but I will go buy some. Okay, Trump just got asked about the drones. Let's check this out. This is interesting.
Can you comment on the drones that are flying around New Jersey ports? It seems like the American people have a big disconnect.
The government knows what is happening. Look, our military knows where they took off from. If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows and our president knows. And for some reason, they want to keep people in suspense. I can't imagine it's the enemy, because if it was the enemy, they'd blast it out. Even if they were late, they'd blast it. Something strange is going on. For some reason, they don't want to tell the people, and they should, because the people are really, I mean, they happen to be over Bedminster.
Will you
Want to
shoot
know
them
the
down?
truth. They're very close to Bedminster. I think maybe I won't spend the weekend in Bedminster. I've decided to cancel my trip.
Have you received an intelligence briefing on the drones?
I don't want to comment on that.
Have you been?
Well, I think he's been getting some intelligence briefings for the past 4 years, if you know what I mean. Yep. Okay, we got an update here from Cassie Trades. Key level to hold for continuation. We need to hold this one right here, $2.45. What is that? 244? Yeah, basically 245. Yeah. Right there. 245. And that's exactly what we just did, didn't we? Basically 244.4 here on KuCoin. What did we do on Coinbase? 242 on Coinbase. Okay, yep. Little back test, little wick, but we're holding. I mean, the candle body's right there at 244. Little wick, but the candle body right there, yep. This is a 15-minute chart too, by the way, so I'm way zoomed in. XRP holding, good back test there. Good back test there. Let's go back to it. Cassie Trades, good call. Breaking below $2.39 is invalidation. That's what she says right here. Breaking below 239 is invalidation. So we had a perfect bounce at 244 on KuCoin and 242 on XRP. Coinbase, sorry. 242 on Coinbase, 244 on KuCoin. Perfect back test. Validation holds 247 and climbing for XRP. 247 and climbing. Comments, questions, feel free to keep them coming, guys. Don't you find uphold fees extortionate, Zach? I want options. I want transactions to go through. I want cash going to my bank account. I trust Coinbase, Uphold, and Caleb and Brown to give me the best opportunity. It's that simple. They might screw me. I've been talking about this for the past 4 years. That we're going to come back. We're going to have a live show after the pump. People's orders aren't going to go through. The exchanges are going to mess up. Something bad's going to happen. And we're going to come back on here and we're just going to have a little cry session. Oh, my XRP order didn't go through. XRP went right up to $24.99. And you placed your order right at 25. And we're going to just have missed it. And we're all going to come back and we're all going to cry about it. We're going to have a little live show. It's going to be a little, darn it. Hopefully, we will have gotten other orders through. Hopefully, you guys will be happy. For those that aren't going to sell any XRP this bull run, that's fine. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I just want you to be comfortable watching your net worth grow substantially and, potentially come back down. And I just want you to be able to stomach that. I want you to be able to stomach. And if you can, and I know many of you guys can, I know many of you guys will. And all the power to you. I just want everybody to be ready for that. Scheduled maintenance. Yeah, exactly. They'll hit us with the scheduled maintenance. Any thoughts on Supra? Are you talking about the Toyota Supras, the cars? I'm not a big car guy. What do I think RLUSD will do for XRP? I think it's going to help the XRP number go up. Yeah, it's going to bring more liquidity into the XRP Ledger ecosystem. It's going to bring more value on chain. It's going to help bring more real world assets tokenized on chain. Yeah, it's going to help our DeFi explode. It's going to make the XRP number go up. Not to $500 tomorrow, but it's going to help us go up. The number goes higher. Just tell me when the top is, boss, and I'll sell 80%, then buy back in, double or triple the bottom, and have more XRP and more. Well, that's the plan. We're all trying to do something like that, right? I'm not selling 80% of my bag. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not selling 50% of my bag. RLUSD will burn XRP for transactions. Yes, XRP is still the bridge in all transactions for RLUSD. RLUSD will be issued on Ethereum as well. And over there, you're going to be paying Ethereum gas fees. Supra Crypto. Haven't heard of it. Haven't heard of it. Zach, you're slinging it, bro. Dogwood, thank you. Appreciate you. Yep. Is it going live first thing in the morning? I don't know. I mean, guys, I'm not gonna set my alarm to wake up and buy RLUSD, right? It's gonna be here tomorrow, and it's gonna be massive. It's gonna be massive. Here we go. We got Jack McDonald. You'll be able to buy using Apple Pay. MoonPay right here says you'll be able to buy RLUSD using Apple Pay. How about that? How about that for on-ramp, guys? See, this is where this is going. No MoonPay fee. That's good. Yeah. So for those that use MoonPay, you can buy RLUSD using Apple Pay. Another on-ramp. Jack McDonald, the CEO of Standard Custody and SVP stablecoins at Ripple. Tomorrow's launch of RLUSD on the XRP ledger and ETH is mile 1 of the marathon, and I'm incredibly excited for its growth and use. Instant settlement, collateralization, DeFi integrations, on-off ramps between crypto and fiat, both inside and outside of Ripple. Absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. We are focused on the gold standard of compliance. This is a clip here from Jack McDonald explaining it.
For enterprises, Ripple has always built products specifically for enterprises and financial institutions. Now, we're bringing that deep expertise to launch a stablecoin, built for businesses, but accessible to everybody. Crap. They hit me with the music. Gosh dang it. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut that out later after the stream. Ripple always does that. They got a nice little clip and then they throw in some soft music. It has copyright. 4,100 ETH just hit. Okay. 4,100 ETH. So market moving back up. 5% yield on your RLUSD uphold. They are available on my website. We have, oh yeah, I wanted to cover this one too. This is massive. SoftBank CEO says his confidence level in the US economy has tremendously increased with Trump's victory, announcing a $100 billion investment. Quote, because of that, I am committing 100 billion and 100,000 jobs into the United States. This is double of last time because President Trump is a double down president. Hello. Are you ready to double down right now? Are you ready to lock in? Folks, this is the big moment that we've been waiting for, and it is here. It is confirmed. It's no longer speculation. It's no longer a riddle that we have to decode to find a date. We know RLUSD is going live tomorrow. Institutional liquidity available. On and off ramps for everyone live. 5% on your RLUSD from Uphold? Yes, confirmed. This is the moment that we've been waiting for. Remember, though, that this RLUSD going live is just one switch on the dashboard of this rocket ship that Brad Garlinghouse and David Schwartz are piloting for us. And they got a dashboard full of more switches to flip. And we're talking about US laws and regulations getting passed, stablecoins getting passed. In the meantime, we don't need to wait for Congress to give us legislation. We know as a matter of law that XRP is not a security. And we know as a matter of law, green light compliance from the New York Department of Financial Services that RLUSD is in the clear. This is why we are running this bull run. We are going to continue to run this bull run. It is far from over. And tomorrow when this goes live, I anticipate that this will continue to move XRP up higher based off this speculation. And then the trajectory of XRP into the future here just continues to climb. That value continues to grow as more value gets put and stored on the ledger and more value flows on the ledger. RLUSD, just the first of many national currencies, stablecoins coming to the XRP ledger with many more on the way. Will it be issued by Ripple, SBI, some of other Ripple partners, other banks, central banks, CBDCs, all of the above? All of the above and more. Tokenized real-world assets, that's about to explode as well on the XRP ledger. And so right now we're watching XRP did just get a perfect back test to a level that we were watching down to $2.44. Now we're climbing back up here. XRP ready to make its next move towards $3. It was lulling people to sleep, especially new people here that just got into XRP. It was climbing and climbing and climbing, and then it chopped sideways between $2.30 and $2.50 for 2 weeks, wearing folks out. Well, for those of us that have been here for 6 years, we just laugh, we sit back, and we're enjoying this show here because we knew that this was yet to come. We didn't know that RLUSD was going to get announced today. Here it is. Now we move higher. Now we continue to build with the competitive advantage for XRP and RLUSD along with the company Ripple. And one of my next videos coming up too, we're going to make that comparison between Ripple and the Federal Reserve. We're going to make that comparison. We're going to explain that one. More content on the way, guys. I just wanted to go live here this morning to celebrate this moment. RLUSD going live in less than 24 hours. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our updates. Real-time updates are going to be coming on Twitter. And if you want to get access to our private community, that's available at ZachRector.com. You sign up through Patreon to get access to Discord. And right now, through the end of this year, I've just turned on the ability for you to save 10% on your yearly membership when you sign up for Patreon. So you can just sign up for 1 month if you want, but if you want to save 10%, you can sign up for an annual membership, lock in those savings, and take advantage of that. That's between now and the end of the year. And please talk with your tax professional or accountant about potentially being able to actually write off your membership within our investment community. As always, I appreciate your guys' support. The new merch is also available at the website, ZachRector.com. Just hit the shop tab right at the top. That'll take you to our shop. We got more new merch on the way. Initial designs, we're getting a lot of good feedback, but we got a lot more coming. So take advantage of that. As always, I really do appreciate your support. I could not do it without you. And I will be back later today with some more updates. So stay tuned for more, and God bless you all. Happy Monday.